You are now watching the new episode of iMallyTV. Let's not delay because the streets have been talking. Let's get into this. Okay, so you guys gonna have to talk to Ariana Grande before I do because I'm gonna hurt her feelings. So what road is that Ariana Grande is married? And when I first read, like, I was going through my timeline and I was like, wait, Ariana Grande is married? What? Like, what the actual fuck? So homegirl jumped the fucking broom. Homegirl's been dating this guy for about a year and she got married in private. Now, to me, this is absolutely bizarre. This is absolutely crazy. Like, you guys need to talk to your homegirl because something's not right. And the reason I'm going to say that something's not right is because homegirl just hasn't healed. But you know what? I don't know her personally. But what I'm saying is, from an outsider looking in, homegirl hasn't healed, innit? Because she had Mac Miller. Mac Miller died. She had the terrorist incident in Manchester. She was dating that Pete guy from SNL and that failed. Then obviously she released Thank You Next. And now she's dating this dude and she's got married and she's been dating him for a year. And the most crazy thing about it all is she met this guy in lockdown. So they've been dating throughout lockdown, and apparently during the pandemic and during the whole isolation, her and this dude really got really close and they really love each other. And you know, they got engaged during lockdown and now they decided just to have a private wedding all together. And the reason why I think it's absolutely bizarre is because it was fucking lockdown. Like, we're still going through the pandemic and we're not 100% out of it yet. And for me, like, you can never know someone. Like, you've been spending, just because you're spending day in, day out with them because of a fucking pandemic and you feel like you love this person. But what about when we get out of the pandemic, Ariana? What about when we get out of the pandemic? Like, okay, so this dude, apparently, he's a real estate agent. And she's obviously a global singer. She's like, she's a global pop star. So when things get back to normal, homegirl's off and out on these tours. She's doing the rehearsal. She's doing the TV interviews. She's doing the photo shoots while my man is out there selling houses. Like, their career paths are completely different. And due to lockdown, you guys are feeling each other because everything is at pause. Everything is pretty much stagnant. But life is getting back to normal now. Fair enough that you guys have jumped the broom, but when things get back to normal, are you guys going to be together? That's the real question. Are they going to be together when life gets back to normal? And if you want to ask my opinion, do you want to know what I think? No, I don't think it's going to last. And I ain't here for another Thank You Next. I ain't here for it. The first one was cute. The first one we could relate to. But if she drops a part 2, I ain't here for that shit because homegirl, you need to rest. You need to sit down and you really need to find yourself. Because right now, to me, it seems like she's self-sabotaging. It seems like she's looking for love in all the wrong places. Whoever is going to give her love, she's taking it from. And I just feel like it's a bad example for the young girls out there that really idolize her because this is not the way to go, people. This is not the way how you fall in love. This is not the way how love is supposed to go. So I'm sorry, but for me, I don't condone the wedding. It's absolutely crazy. But if you guys think that this marriage is gonna last due to lockdown, well, let me tell you the next story that I found out because. So the whole reason why I feel like Ariana Grande's marriage is not going to work, because obviously she found this love in lockdown, is due to this next story. So word on road is the UK Prime Minister, aka Marcus Rashford, is now single, and he's broken up with his girlfriend because during lockdown they found that they spent too much time together and they just got on their nerves. And this is exactly what I'm trying to say to Ariana Grande. Just because you found love in lockdown doesn't mean that when we get out of lockdown, you're still going to feel the same about that person. If lockdown has taught taught people so many things. Like, if you was dating someone before lockdown and because you're forced to spend day in and day out with this person, you actually realize, hold on a second, are you really meant for me? And that's literally what happened with Marcus Rashford and his girlfriend. Like, this is just not working out. Like, it's just not working out. Because the time apart that you have from people really makes you cherish and really makes you appreciate them. But the more you spend time with them, the more you realize that, hold on a second, you actually get on my fucking nerves. So I don't think that we're meant to be together. And it's fair due to Ariana Grande to realize that, yeah, she loves this guy and she feels like she wants to spend the rest of her life with him, but it's only because she was stuck indoors. But when things get back to normal, are you two really going to be strong? Are you two really going to feel like this is the person that I'm meant to be with? And this is the why I'm saying that Ariana Grande and this marriage is way too early. On the other hand, really sorry to hear about Marcus Rashford and his girlfriend. However, the UK Prime Minister, he's a good lad. He's done a lot for the community. So I'm sure there's loads of girls waiting to line up to get Marcus Rashford to drop his pantyhose. Record it for me if you do. So things got a little bit serious on the road this week, and I definitely want to talk about it. So Billy Porter has come out that he's actually HIV positive, and if you guys watch Pose, you will know that he's already acted out. His character is already a HIV plus positive. His character is already HIV positive, and he's already acted out very heartwarming scenes on the TV show. Now, for him to come out and say that he's HIV positive is a big thing, because he's saying that none of his cast members knew, none of the script writers knew, nobody knew, and he really kept it to himself. And I really just I think it's important that he's done this, and I also feel like as me being part of the LGBTQ community, and for the other LGBTQ community people that could be watching this, I just definitely want to bring awareness to HIV, and there's ways that you can prevent it. And if you are going through HIV and if you are HIV positive, you know, I give my heart out to you, because that's one of the most heartbreaking things that you can go through, and it really can. A lot of people moan about being single, but I feel like HIV positive citizens feel like they would never ever find love. And when HIV positive people do find love, someone that actually really accepts them for who they are, I know that it's an unbreakable love. But for people that are out there being reckless, there is ways to prevent HIV, and I definitely feel like people should be aware of this. So there's PrEP, and there's other precautions out there that you can take. PrEP is something that's been moving, and that's been moving mountains recently in the UK. I know a couple of people that have been doing campaigns over London, and PrEP is also free on the NHS. So guys, please be careful. And if you are HIV positive, please stay strong and talk to people. But please read Billy Porter's story. It's very important. And I just want to reach out to the fellow LGBTQ community and be like, we need to definitely raise awareness for this. There's precautions out there, and even if you are HIV positive, there's treatment for you. I feel it from Billy Porter, and he's a strong character. And just seeing his journey from being pretty much a nobody to being somebody, and he's HIV positive, it's a platform. He's got a platform, and he's delivering this message. And I feel like we should listen to it and take everything on board. So yeah. Okay, so over on the music side, listen. The CityGirlz won New Music Friday. Like, oh my God, listen. When I listened to Turkulator, like, I was listening on the bus. I listened to New Music Friday on my way to work. So I was on the bus. And when I heard Turkulator, I was like, oh my God. The song samples Push It, and it samples a lot of tracks. It samples Anaconda from Nicki Minaj. Whatever song that song samples, it samples a few songs. And for me, this is CityGirlz breakthrough hit. Like, I'm actually fucking excited for them because this is their breakthrough hit. Like, I was like, it's time for the twerkulator. It's time for the twerkulator. I'ma shake what my mama gave me. I'ma shake what my mama gave me. I'm like, yes! Listen, you guys need to listen to CityGirlz Twerkulator, especially if you like to twerk. Like, the song is about, you know what? For me, it's on another level. Like, it's not a Cardi B up. For me, Twerkulator is better than Cardi B's up. Like, I'm here for the TikToks. I'm here for it all. Just make CityGirlz Twerkulator a hit. That's all I want. That's all I want. So the gays have kind of been dominating the headlines this week. So Lil Nas X has released his new song, Sun Goes Down, and it shows a really important message. He talks about how he battled with him being homosexual and how he fell and how he overcame it. So the song is really, really, really touching. But if you ask me, do I like the song? No. Like, for me, Lil Nas X, he just misses all the time for me. Like, I just don't connect with his music. Like, I really just don't connect. But I'm not gonna knock him. Like, he is doing it for the young gay black boys out there. And you know what? Like, I gotta give it to him because there's gonna be a boy out there watching his music videos, listening to his music that can really feel it. And I gotta commend that. But for me, honestly, the song just went in one ear and out the other. Like, I'm just not. I ain't. Like, no. The message is really strong. If you want to go listen to it, go listen to it. But me personally, I listened to it once. And I ain't gonna listen to it again. So, New Music Friday has been utterly dead this week. Nothing major happened. Little Mix have released their new single and it's nothing but music, and I ain't into the music. Like, how are you gonna go from sweet melody and confetti to this music? Like, really and truly, like, how are you gonna switch up on us like that? Like, really? Really? It's a no from me, Simon. It's a no from me. I'm not going to listen to this song again. I still feel like this is the end of their career. They're reaching the end of their final stages. Like, I do feel like Little Mix have done their time and it is now time for them to va-va-voom out of the way. If you like music and if you want a new track to listen to while you're sniffing those lines, then by all means add Little Mix's new song with David Guetta onto your playlist. But if you're not into the music and you don't sniff no lines, then I'm with you on this one, and I'm gonna say don't bother wasting your time and just keep it moving. So life. Lockdown is easing and things are really getting back to normal. And this week I just felt like life was just going too fast, like way too fast. And I just felt exhausted. And I know for a fact I'm not the only one. And I just wanted to say to all those that are watching this video, and if you're feeling the same, just take things in your stride. Like, I know lockdown is easy and I know that everyone just wants to get back to the things that they love. But you know what? There's no rush. Even though it feels like there's a rush because you want to do everything that you love doing prior to the pandemic again. And you just want to do it before we even go back into another lockdown. And I feel like that's the scare that everybody has. Like, everybody wants to go to the bar. Everybody wants to go have a Nando's. Everybody wants to go to the cinema because we haven't done it in a long time. But then at the same time, you're working 9 till 5, whatever time you're doing, and then, you know, you go home, you need to sleep, you gotta cook, you gotta do this, like, life is just getting way too crammed. And I just want everybody to rest, including Ariana Grande. So if you're feeling exhausted right now, if you feel like life is going too fast, take a step back and breathe. And just pace yourself. Don't be in a rush to do all of the things that you loved doing prior to the pandemic because we're allowed to do it. Just take your time. Well, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe and like, and also leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at iMallyUK. Follow me on Twitter at iMallyUK. Follow my playlist on Spotify at iMallyUK. I love you for watching. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check back here for next week with the word on road because the streets are always talking. See you soon.